I'm so happy you're here. This is weird. It feels weird to have you back on the couch. What's up, everybody? Welcome to This Week in MLS, presented by Target. Guys, look who's back on the couch, Mr. Calen Carr. It has been a minute since you've been in the studio.
I mean, I missed you so much,
you
Suze.
so much,
It's
Calen.
good to be back.
It's really good to have you back. I'm so pumped that you're here.
I know.
This is going to be a great show. Feel good about it.
Oh, yeah. And we've got our sick kits on.
You guys, so this is, these are the Parley jerseys that Adidas have done as part of the Greener Goals initiative. We want you guys to get out in the community, use that hashtag Greener Goals. Tell us how you are helping the environment and your community. But these are pretty cool. This is made of all recycled material.
Whoa.
Every team's going to be wearing these.
From the oceans, right?
Yeah, exactly. Recycled
turned it into
materials
something
from the
good.
ocean. And they look pretty good.
They do, yeah.
So we're rocking them today. I love it. Okay, so let's get to it, shall we?
Let's do it.
We're going to start out with a commenter on our YouTube channel. He says, can we throw Patrick Vieira some applause for how so far this season he has taken NYCFC higher and higher every single game? Who is this? Skillsbizturb? That's all right. That's a mouthful. Anyway, the answer is yes, of course we can, because Patrick Vieira has done an absolutely incredible job with this NYCFC team. Of course, they are coming off a really good result for them this weekend, a 2-2 draw in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tough place to play. Patrick Vieira spoke about the environment there, that it was just incredible. That place is loud. They went down twice and came back for the equalizer. They had David Villa back, Alex Ring back, who scored an absolute banger of a goal. Holy moly, that was pretty. We've talked about him and how important he is to this team, and of course it's those two guys that ended up finding the back of the net.
It's funny when you're like, David Villa passes you the ball and you score a banger and you're just like, yeah, like, why? You were holding on to it for so long. Like, what have you been doing?
Exactly.
Give me the rock.
Give me the rock.
But, no, that's a rare moment when that happens.
100%. I mean, but that was such a quality game, too, you guys. I don't know if you had a chance to watch it, but you should watch the highlights, because it was just, there was so much talent out on that field. These are two teams that you're definitely going to want to keep an eye on in the East. I think they're sitting 1 and 2 right now in the standings. That's going to be a fun little battle.
Was that your Twim takeaway?
It wasn't.
I've been gone a while, but
I know.
That was
kind of was.
You just absolutely just crushing that intro.
Thank you.
It's been a while, but
I know.
Wow, you're in form. You're mid-season form right now.
You forgot what a good co-host I am.
So we've got Twim takeaways.
We have Twim takeaways, so I'm going to, take it away.
Okay, I've been waiting for this one. Okay, so I want to give a shout out Minnesota United. I know I'm wearing a DC United shirt today, but I want to talk about some of the teams that don't always get the love on all the channels, you know, and Minnesota United has been one of them, because they haven't had the big name stars
or DPs until now.
Until now. And they brought in Darwin Quintero, and he has been, came in with such an entrance.
Yes.
With a nice goal, caused havoc the whole game. They'll be disappointed they lost this game in Portland, but for a fan base that has been waiting for a designated player signing, what a one to do it. They call him the scientist.
Do they really?
Because
I like
Charles Darwin, Darwin Quintero.
That all makes sense.
It's kind of funny. Adrian Heath afterwards was saying how he's changed the evolution of the club, and I was like, did he
just drop a Darwin reference?
Did he know what he was doing?
Adrian Heath.
But yeah, I mean, he spins Chara on that first goal, which is not an easy guy to flip around, and then beats Zarek one-on-one. Beautiful goal. He's a guy that I'm going to be watching week in, week out now, and I think that's something that Minnesota United needed. Someone who could find a special moment in a tough part of a game.
And I thought they played really well in that game, despite the result. It was a solid effort from Minnesota United, so good for them. Okay, so my takeaway, big surprise, big shocker here. We're going to talk a little bit more about Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Oh my gosh, you guys, Chicago Fire hosting LA Galaxy.
I feel like there's some fatigue talking about Zlatan, but he keeps scoring goals.
But he keeps scoring goals, and then he keeps saying ridiculous things, and so it's just so fun to talk about. So we're going to keep talking about it. So he got the game winner in their 1-0 win over Chicago at Toyota Park. Chicago continued to drop points at home. Yeah, not looking good for them.
Sellout crowd, though.
Sellout crowd.
Record.
Do you think that's a Zlatan factor? I think might have had something to do with it.
Might have helped.
But Zlatan now has 3 goals in 3 games. He's also, you guys, I have to read you his post-game quote, because he's also a poet, in case you didn't know it. Here we go. He says, "We come with the sun. They come with the wind. The sun was stronger today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
I felt that.
Oh, gave me all the feels. This is a guy who's just living up to the billing. The Galaxy are now in second place in the West. They're continuing to get some good results. Another good result for them on the road in Chicago. He's fun, man. I know, like, there might be a little Zlatan fatigue, but we can't stop talking about him.
Well, I mean, he was talking about the elements, and this was a freezing cold game.
It looked miserable in Chicago.
Shout out to the fans in Chicago who showed up and set a record crowd in tough climate. But you knew he could do well maybe in the sun of sunny Los Angeles. That's maybe a big reason why he moved here. But you didn't know how he would do on the road in tough circumstances. Of course, he's played in Manchester, not exactly the sunniest of towns, but comes in, gets a big goal on the road.
Right before the half, too.
So important for this team, and for them, I feel like he's made this team so much better instantly.
Absolutely. The Zlatan factor. Guys, can't stop.
Fun to watch.
Won't stop. Here we go. All right, so Calen, we're going to do a new segment today. It's called They Are Who We Thought They Were.
They are who we thought they were.
So our buddy Matt Doyle has talked about how at this point in the season, teams are starting to resemble who they actually are, the teams that we thought that they were going to be at the start of the season based on their record. So there's some teams that were kind of like,
never doubt him.
But there are some teams that are living up to either the hype or maybe not the hype that we were talking about. Anyway, I'm going to go with Orlando. So Orlando started the season not well. We can say that. I think they drew their first game, lost their next two, but they have now won 3 games in a row. They're coming off a 2-0 win over Philadelphia. They've righted the ship. I feel like we talked so much about them before the season, all of the offseason moves that they made, the bringing in Sasha Kljestan, Justin Miram, Josue Coleman. We thought that they were going to be a really successful club, and it, like I said, didn't start out that way. But now they have turned the tide. They've scored, I think they've scored like 9 goals in their last 3 games. They're finally, that offensive firepower is coming together. Dom Dwyer is healthy. The Sasha Kljestan Dom Dwyer connection is starting to form. I think this is very positive for Orlando. This is the team that we thought that we were going to see on the field.
I love that, like, they beat Philly and we're like, they're good.
They're good.
They're good from here on out. No, Philly's having a tough time right now.
Sorry to Philly fans.
Ouch. No, but Orlando has been much improved.
Yes.
And I think some of it has taken some time because Sasha Kljestan missed the first couple games. Dom Dwyer was coming off injury. Justin Miram, Coleman, they're integrating into a new system. And then we should also mention Chris Mueller,
who has been a surprise.
2 goals in 2 weeks.
Really
he was a top 10 pick, I think number 5 in the draft from Wisconsin. A guy that we thought was going to be successful on this team, but got lost in the mix of the big names. He's been fantastic, getting 2 goals now in his last 2 games and added another dimension to this attack.
Love that Jason Kreis has given him some playing time as well. You
Go
know,
with the hot hand.
He's recognizing it. But to your point, it's been a complete team effort, the last 3 results for them. So well done, Orlando. Okay. Who's your team?
All right, I said I was going to talk about teams that often get overlooked, and we're going to the Midwest, to Sporting Kansas City. Now, a lot of people talked about, oh, this team is done, they're getting old, the back line isn't the same.
They're leaky in the back.
What's going on? They were so sound defensively. Yeah, now look what's happening. You know, go to Los Angeles, shut out the Galaxy with Zlatan Ibrahimovic and all the other stars.
Not an easy task.
And then this week again, another result. It's been in the back. They've done really well.
Yeah.
And then also Johnny Russell.
Russell. You guys, he's quickly becoming like my new favorite MLS player.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
The goal he scored in LA last week. Splits 2 defenders, and then again draws a penalty kick in this one.
Yep.
He's been really good for them. A winger that they've needed for the past couple years, someone who can beat guys off the dribble.
I like this too. I was listening to the broadcast, and they were saying that he was a guy who really, really wanted to come to MLS. Like, he knew that this was going to be a good fit for him.
Well, Sporting,
Peter
look
Vermees
at that stadium.
recognized it. I love it.
Who wouldn't want to go there? Yeah.
Johnny Russell.
Well,
I'm on the Johnny Russell train.
As an away player, it's not always the nicest.
No, it's true. You're
Helmet
speaking from experience.
Yeah, but,
a little bit.
You know,
little bit. Okay.
Heals all.
Okay, so Calen, this is the time when we are going to give some shout outs. It's gonna be like a little quick fire.
We've been doing that already.
This is what we do. We just decided we do it so much we decided to turn it into a segment. So here we go. Shout out. So I'm gonna give a shout out to DC United, who picked up their first win of the season, collecting all 3 points against Columbus, a 1-0 win. Guys, very, very happy for you. enjoy it because you don't play at home again until July 14th, I believe. So it could be a tough stretch for DC United, but hang on to this moment.
A lot of air miles.
Yeah.
That's the positive.
Lots of air miles. Oh my goodness.
You know, maybe some Marriott rewards.
Mm-hmm. That's a positive.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
But this was a tough one for them because it's a home game, but it's not necessarily
not really.
a home
they were
game.
at Marine Corps.
Yeah, DC fans were
Yeah.
able to show up, but it's not the same as showing up to your stadium.
Exactly.
So when they get to open up their brand new stadium, I cannot wait for this. It's
gonna be good.
I feel like it's gonna seem like a whole new club.
Audi Field. It's going to be great. Okay, shout out to the Red Bulls who picked up a 3-1 win over Montreal. Kaku scored his first MLS goal. Always good to see.
Yep.
It's exciting.
Better.
The Red Bulls, especially after the sort of disappointing CCL result earlier in the week, nice to see them bounce back this way.
That's hard to do.
It is hard to do.
Because everyone's talking, here we go, the Red Bulls lost again in a knockout competition. What's wrong with this team? And then you play again just a couple days later, and they showed up and showed really good attitude, effort, enthusiasm, and give Kaku some credit because could have been disappointed that, you know, he didn't get into the team. There was a lot of chatter around it, but showed the right attitude, and he's got to earn his way in.
Do you think he earned it?
He's earned more. Yeah, he's earned more of a chance, for sure.
Agree.
And I think
agree.
Jesse will give him a better shot.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. Okay, and our last shout out, we're going to give it to FC Dallas. They stay unbeaten.
Yes.
Unbeaten, you
Ja'Cory
guys,
Hayes.
after a tough 1-0 road win against the Revs. The Revs had been playing well, too. They've been a tough little gritty team. Not easy to beat, especially on the road. And as you mentioned, Ja'Cory Hayes scores his first MLS goal. It was a nice one, too. He was great. He was awesome on the day.
Without Acosta, who's been out 6-8 weeks with a sports hernia injury.
Yeah.
He's gotten a chance to really take a bigger step forward. Fantastic play. I never would have picked Dallas to win on the road in New England the way New England's been playing this year. But Ja'Cory Hayes, emerging star.
Do we feel like Dallas has kind of turned the tide a little bit?
I like this team this year.
Yeah.
I like it. Let's
There we go. Dallas.
Yeah.
Those are our shout-outs. Okay, Calen.
This feels dirty. I gave shout-outs to Dallas and Sporting Kansas City.
You're wearing a DC United jersey.
I'm
What
all
is
over
going
the
on?
shop. I feel like I need to put this on just to like reclaim my.
There we go.
There we
Feel
go.
better?
Yeah, the orange. Yeah.
Okay, good.
There we
Now,
go.
I want you to.
Okay. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, hit that button.
It's been too long.
I know. Boom.
See that?
All right.
Felt good?
What do we got?
All
Yeah.
right. Let's see it. Let's see what we got. What we got. Oh, you guys, this was next
wait,
level.
This was amazing. We were watching this together over the weekend.
This was
And I
so
was
good,
like,
you
did
guys.
he just hand off the beer?
This fan, the ball comes into the fans. He heads the ball back onto the field.
Let's try and
holding a beer.
reenact this. Does someone have a ball to toss me?
Holding a beer.
Here.
Let's see. But he keeps
Polly,
the
can
beer.
you toss me a beer? Let's try and reenact this.
Okay,
Slow
he's
motion.
got his coffee.
Ready?
Ooh.
And then you got a handoff.
then the handoff. Just like that. Just like, that was beautiful. I feel like that was really good.
That's art right there.
Well done, sir.
Can I have my coffee back?
Yes. I didn't spill a drop. Not a drop spilled. You
Coffee
guys.
this week in MLS. We don't do the beer thing, but
That was amazing. That guy's a hero. Love him.
that's awesome. Okay, there's one more.
All right, we got another one. What we got?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Let's see. What do we have?
Oh.
The team talk.
Oh my God.
This was weird. This was post game,
Why
right?
is he there? What's going on?
Is he talking right
I don't know. But he's just like, I mean, it's not a, look at
What
Wando
if
too.
that was
Wando's like
actually-
all business.
What if that was actually Dom Kinnear, like for LA Galaxy, just like
Just trying to
scouting?
lighten the mood.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Those are good.
I feel like Tommy Thompson would be in that suit, maybe.
I bet that is Tommy Thompson.
It could be.
Let's
Tommy
find
Thompson.
out. Let's
Yeah.
get to the bottom of that one. I love it.
Well, serious team talks
Oh,
with
San
mascots.
Jose.
Yeah.
San Jose.
What's the mascot's name there?
I can't remember.
Do we know? Q.
As in Quakes.
Q trying to get a spot on the team.
Well-
he's trying to get in there.
Maybe he's trying to take Wando's spot.
Ooh.
Oh, too soon, too
No,
soon. You
I don't
guys,
think
Wando
that's
didn't
happening.
start. Just saying. It was interesting. He's now a super sub.
Sharks are swimming.
Sharks are swimming. Kalen, that's it.
That's it. That's the whole show.
Yeah, how'd it feel being
Oh, it
back?
was good. I mean, we reenacted some, fan moments. I don't know.
Back
This
in
whole
it.
thing was wild, but it was fun.
crazy.
That's the way the show should be.
Crazy day.
Yeah.
You guys, thanks for hanging with us. Remember to get in those comments.
Yes.
We want to hear from you. You guys are the ones like driving this show. We're relying on
Hashtag
you.
greener goals and let
Hashtag
us
greener
know what you're
goals.
doing for the environment this week.
Harley
I'm going out
jerseys.
to Los Angeles. doing some stuff with LAFC, and I'm gonna go down to the beach and pick up some garbage and maybe make my own kit.
Good for you.
No, I probably won't, but I might send it to Parley and see if they can make another one for me.
He's an inspiration, folks.
Because I like the kit so much.
Inspiration. Calen Carr right here. You guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.